Yo, dudes, how we doing? CDN the third, you lovely soul, if you're still in here. Love you, brother. Why are you so nice? Guys, if you're into your gaming, do follow CDN the third. He's a fantastic guy. He's always doing massive donations to some of the vegan activists. I've seen him in Joey Carbstrong, dropping like $1 million super chats. He's such a wonderful guy. Yeah, do subscribe to him if you're into your gaming. How are you doing if you're still in there? I see you said you were, can't stay long, do that, but have a great stream. Thank you so much. That's wonderful. That really helps out, helps me to keep doing this. Jesse Salazar is dancing around to the music. Good for you. How are you doing? Is it Lieutenant and then Corporal? Yeah, I think it's Lieutenant Mayan. Oh bugger, can't stop, but got to work. Hope you're troll free this evening. Thank you. I don't mind a troll. If any trolls, we did have some trolls in here this morning. What I want you to do, guys, is just overwhelm them with heart emojis. We'll just send them love because that's what they are lacking. Those that need love the most ask in the worst ways. Is a phrase I've heard, and so let's just bombard them with love. Obviously, we'll just ban their comments so they're not getting seen because we don't need to keep seeing that. But let's bombard them with love. Don't give them any negative energy because that's what they want. Don't feed the trolls is the same. But let's give them some love. Right, Vegmet Codbod, you in the house, General Codbod, Dan, Evening Squad. How dare you call me a skull squad? How you doing, Dan? Good to see you. Angel's here. Evening, my partner and I are watching you while having our dinner. Nice. What have you got? Something nice? Yeah, that does sum it up, Jack the Gamer. What a ledge. Ah, my boy's in here. My boy. How you doing, son? Love you, Popson. I love you. How's it going? Did you get a chance to have a little look at the start of that little speech? Perhaps don't tell me because perhaps we should chat about it on camera, right? So it's really natural and yeah. Or don't tell me how you get on with it anyway. Yeah, how are you doing? What have you been up to? Let's hook up soon. That would be very good. Caleb Villa, welcome to you. Where in the world are you, Caleb? I don't think I've seen you in the chat. Where are you? How are you? Ben Green, not to be confused with my friend Benny Green. This is a different avatar. Ayuk Ducks from Knots. Are you going to the camp out, Caleb? Which I hear is in about 24 days or something, really, or a bit more than that. About 27 days, is it? Can't believe it's coming around so quick now. Yeah, it's Squoge now. Why not? Why not? And yeah, love is the answer, Caleb. I like that. Do you know what I mean? If you don't rise to things and you just give love, people just can't do anything with it. They're not used to it. It's really funny. One thing I used to do is occasionally when I was a doorman, similar vein, someone's really giving it the big and saying they're going to rip your effing head off and really going crazy. I would just stand there looking at them and they're just going mad. What they want them to do is get you to look scared to sort of chat back and some people call this the interview, like the pre-fight interview. And depending on how that goes, they might go for you. I was just standing there looking at them like nothing was going on. And eventually they either have to do something, which they never did. That eventually their words just turned into silence. And they just felt a bit stupid and walked off until, oh, that's what I thought. Or, whatever, trying to not lose face. Or I'd just be looking at them. I wouldn't have any expression. And that's quite a good trick, actually. It's quite a good trick. Carl, all good descent. Nice. I have started to watch the speech and make some notes. Nice. Nice. Eliza's here. Let's send Eliza some love and some it's her birthday today. Let's have some of them birthday emojis. Did you get to the arcade yet, Eliza, or was it raining too hard? That is the question. Carl, it'll come out on the next video. Sort out something for next week. Yeah, let's make that happen. That'll be very good. Angel, have a bit of a treat. Bangers and mash and cabbage. I'm guessing vegan bangers. Well, I kind of know it's going to be vegan bangers because you're a good person. That sounds nice. Yeah, we had a garden party the weekend, and this guy, bless him, a sort of friend of a friend, he brought round some, there's a brand called Heck. They were some kind of sausages. I forget what was in them. They were quite sort of vegetable based, but yeah, they were quite nice. Yeah, they just made a nice change. I don't think they were too unhealthy. There's probably a little bit of oil in there. Caleb is in California. Well, I'm well, Jal. I would love to visit Cali. And how's the vegan scene, like where you are? I imagine there's some pretty good areas for veganism over there, is there? Vegan Mooncat. Subscribe to him. He's great. How are you doing, Mooncat? Good to see you. Retro PC Tech. How do you buy a nice car and be vegan? Pretty much all expensive cars have leather and no faux option. I'm not interested in second hand. I guess you buy a Tesla with vegan leather. I believe that many of the top brands are now bringing out vegan upholstery. But I guess it depends what type of a car you want. Shut up! Stop laughing, you. It's about that time in the evening where I like to take my CBD oil. Link in the description. 30% off with code HENCHCBD30. Give it, yeah. Excuse me. 7 of the little bad boys. Refreshing. Well, I just lost all of a sudden. Lolly, hey Hench Junior. Oh, I hope you're both well. I love that. Why did I miss that before? Jack, yesterday I watched 3 Lethway matches, so entertaining. Yeah, I watched about 10 because I had to do a load of research really quick before I interviewed Dave Leduc. If you guys haven't seen that video yet, that was an amazing interview. Really amazing. He's got a massive following. He kindly shared the video on his Instagram story, so that should help out with a few views. Yeah, what a sport, hey? It's just savage, isn't it? You can just see they're just trying to damage each other as quickly as possible because you can only win by like knockout, or I would guess like the corner can throw in the towel or the fighter can give up, can they? I don't know. You'd think so, wouldn't you? But I just don't think they want to. They're just tough people. Nice use of birthday emojis. I love it, Eliza. Yeah, I've been today. Got rained on while walking back though. And what games did you play? What did you do? Jesse, add a lot more beats to my diet. I definitely see a difference in the gym. It's great, isn't it? Like more vascularity, like bigger pumps, more endurance. Yeah, I love it. I really love it. I've not been using them lately. I was using beet juice, but because of the science coming out about free sugars not attached to fibre and Alzheimer's disease, and did you know, someone said this in the stream, Alzheimer's is sort of, on average, over the last sort of couple of years or so, a bigger killer than heart disease now. Alzheimer's, horrible, horrible disease. I would not like anyone that I care about to get that, particularly me. Yeah, so I guess I would have to eat whole beets. I mean, I do eat a lot of leafy greens, so that probably helps. Suze? How do I say that? B. Hi, Hench. Hope you're well. How is your son getting on with his vegan journey? Hope he's doing well. He's in the chat. I think he's having a lovely time. Would that be fair to say, Cole? He's been taking photos of his food, so we're going to do a follow-up video, see what he's been making. Well, see what Anna's been making. He's got a similar setup to me and Gemma, I think, where our partners make the food and we eat the food. It's a tough job. I'm eating for ages. Yeah, well, I think he's doing well. We'll find out when we have a little catch up. Oh, Angela Baby's in the hizzy. Angel, of course, plant-based bangers. I should have known. They are a treat. It's not Whole Foods. And yes, those hex sausages are pea-based, I'm sure. I don't think that's for me. Caleb, does Swearage respond to your videos? Not the ones I do on him, where I show like 51 reasons why carnivore dieters are dumb AF, where our anatomy is basically totally different from that of a carnivore. The video where I showed, I did his full day of eating, like critiqued it, and he was short on 9 essential nutrients. Yeah, he's got no answer, basically. He did a response to my video where I critiqued, there was that silly doctor, he reckoned we're cavemen, actual NHS doctor. He was on another channel, Meat of the Matter or whatever, so I sort of put him straight, and then they did a response video saying I was all wrong, but then that doctor said, like, delete that video because, like, I'm getting in a lot of trouble, sort of thing. So that was funny, they had to delete the video. So obviously wasn't that good, was it, really? Benny Green, good to see you. We've got a Ben and a Benny Green tonight. You can never have too many B Greens. Angel, Paul, are you going to try the new vegan sausage, beans and cheese melt from Greg's? Yeah, I can tell by your emoji that you're being facetious. Don Tucker, IEFPB for many years. I'm guessing that you meant to say you ate Whole Foods plant-based for many years. And the question is, what about people in bygone days where there weren't as many grocery stores? What did people eat, healthily eat for omega-3s? I think a lot of our produce had it in. There's some certain plants, really we call them weeds, but they're just plants. So there's one called purslane, which is really prevalent in places like Canada. It's really high. I think it's got DHA actually. I think a lot of the foods that we used to just eat were high, had omega-3s. You know, I'm kind of going back now more like ancient man, or like, you know, when we were foraging. Benny, I want a letaway match someday. Nice. Jack, I've seen them give up when they are risking really serious skull injuries. Yeah, I can't say I blame him. Eliza, I tried some of the TV machines. I used to enjoy them and collected up a load of tickets and gave them away to a kid in the arcade. You lovely lady. I should have known you'd do something like that. That feels better, doesn't it? It feels a lot better than like some old tat that you don't even really want. It's nice to be nice. Cease, I can't afford to seeing the catch-up video. Nice. Z91, did you say whole beets are especially healthy? Yeah, they're great. They've got a lot of compounds in there which we eat, and then it helps us to produce more nitric oxide, which is a vasodilator, so really good for our cardiovascular health and sports performance. Eliza, my boyfriend won me some cute plushies from claw machines. Good man. Big Spoon Bear. Oh my god, I watched a video on 2P machines and will never play them again. There's a separate trap space where coins collect for the owner even when they go over the edge. Little bugger. Little bugger. Jack the Gamer, the moment when he showed him your sternocleidomastoid was really cool. I need to watch that video back, actually. I was so in the moment, I can't sort of remember it awfully. I just remember really getting on well with him. How did you guys feel about my kind of vernacular? I feel like I was talking how I used to speak when I was a doorman. And I think, because he was dropping a few F-bombs and we're sort of kind of laughing about violence and things, which, is a bit weird for a vegan. But I kind of went back into my old headspace of when I was a doorman, and I felt like I could better connect with him like that. I felt that we were talking on a similar level, and I felt that helped to really build rapport. But then I was conscious, well, I don't normally swear, so a lot of people might not like it. Normally, if I do swear, I beep it out, but I didn't this time. I left it raw because I just thought the sort of people who follow him, they're going to be of a similar mind. Like, they're not really going to worry about like the odd F-bomb. And I thought it might resonate better with them. They might think like, yeah, these guys are not that this is something to sort of what am I trying to say, to try and sort of get to, but just kind of more kind of alpha, like more kind of almost aggressive language. Not that it's something we should really aim for, or I don't really like to swear, if I'm honest. I mean, I do a bit, but I don't think it's very nice, really. But each to their own. Some people do, and I think when you're speaking to people, if you connect more, speak more in their kind of way, I just think it helps to build rapport. What do you guys think about all that stuff I just said? Am I worrying too much? Eliza, tried some bowling too. How did that go? I'm no good at bowling, I'll tell you. Angela, love when you animal smack people. What does that mean? I like it, but what does it mean? Big Spoon Bear, I'm a caveman. Just think of Captain Caveman, that's me. Captain Caveman! Jesse, is a B12 supplement still needed if I have nutrition use on the daily? I read nutrition use contains a lot. It does if it's fortified with it. It's not in there naturally. You need to eat. Apparently, I don't understand why exactly. Dr. Greg has done a video on it. You might want to search nutrition facts and B12 recommendations. But when it comes to fortified food, he reckons you need to have 3 servings a day, and it needs to be like quite high doses. I think really B12 is we have such trouble absorbing it. It's best done on an empty stomach with it like a supplement, which is the way I do it. He doesn't talk in terms of milligrams when it comes to fortified foods. He talks in terms of DV, dietary value. And so I'm a bit confused, if I'm honest. So you might want to check out his video, but you probably need to eat quite a lot. And it is a supplement. It's not true B12. So yeah, I think it's just a lot easier to get it in a supplemental form. And I take it before breakfast, preferably like sublingually or something like that, just so you can absorb and assimilate it better. Cassie is in the hizzy. Good to see you. Eliza, he got me the reversible octopus plushies. Nelly, what do you think about ready-to-drink protein shakes? I found one that is low in sugar, does contain oils, brand called Evolve. Yeah, that sounds okay. Yeah, the less additives, the better, basically. Patrick, are you coming to the camp out this year? I certainly am. If you want to join my Facebook page, Hench Herbivore Community, feel free. And we're going to post in there like one or both of the days. We'll decide a time and place, and we're all going to meet up and just do a photo of all our lovely friends together. And that's going to be very cool. So yeah, come and say hello. Come and hang out if you want to. And yeah, if you've got any camo, like a hat or jacket or anything camo. I said, like, bring that if you've got something, because then, if we've got a bit of camo throughout the group, it's the herbivore army. I just thought that might be nice, but it's not essential. And yeah, I'd love to meet you guys. I take it you again. Are you, Patrick? Are you excited? Who's excited? How many days is it now? Is Anchorad and Edgy always knows? Gus, Greg's food ain't the best, but the more people that choose vegan options, there's also stuff into the pastry though. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, when you finish
yes.
the stream, so I know when to stop.
Yeah, I normally do an hour and a half, don't I? Oh, at 7:30.
7:30, okay.
Yeah. Benny, how many fights do you think you had as a doorman? I always hate to try and work it out because I was a doorman for 12 years. I mean, earlier on, I was on some of the rougher doors. Really, probably the roughest one was the first. How long was that open for? 4 years till it closed down. One night, 12 fights made it into the incident book. We didn't have time to write them all down. There was at least one other one. And yeah, I got home, and every time I started to drift off to go to sleep, I was throwing punches and kicks. I thought I was still going. Yeah, I really don't know, but it was yeah, quite a lot. I was really lucky. Never got knocked down. Knocked out, knocked down. I got slashed on my arm once with, like, I guess, a razor blade or something. I didn't even know it had happened. That weren't too bad, but it could have been worse, I suppose. I broke my hand. Accidentally hit someone's skull when I was swinging for the fences. So I hurt myself more than anyone else. Like, really hurt me. Yeah, I really don't have a clue how I'd work it out, to be honest. Because, like, other times, I mean, some doors I worked, nothing ever happened. Yeah, sometimes you go ages with nothing, and then, like, loads will happen in one night. Oh, and what really used to annoy me is when it's quiet all night, and you're really bored and, like, tired, and then you're about to go home, and then it really erupts. And then you get home, and your adrenaline's through the roof, and, like, you're wide awake, and there's no chance you're going to sleep anytime soon. And it's, that used to really pee me off. Angela, what is the best oil to use, would you say? None of them. I really don't know if I had. I certainly wouldn't be heating oils. I do use CBD oil. That's in a hemp oil base, but it's like 0.02 mils per drop. So it's not even a fraction of a mil, really. Yeah, I don't really know. If I had to guess, maybe canola oil, aka rapeseed oil. Hemp oil, maybe. I really don't know. I've not looked into it, in all honesty, so I'm kind of just guessing. It's, again, I often say this. It's a bit like asking me, would you rather be stabbed or shot? No, is my answer. No, there's a false dichotomy. Is that for me? Oh no, that Windwalker. Right, that's for him. Veg med card badge. Really, never really hit F-bombs from you, Hench. No, not unless I'm getting really annoyed. Lolly, I thought I noticed that, but I thought it was great that you can change your manner to best connect. Yeah, and get a better interview. I think that's a good skill to have. Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly, and thank you. Angela Baby Carson, I don't believe it. You better not swear. You seem too nice. Dan, thought it was fine. People change their language in different companies. Yeah, we do, don't we? I think we all do it. Big Spoon Bears, really good interview. I swear, in certain situations, depending on who I'm with. Yeah, I think it's a subconscious thing to make others feel comfortable and accepted. Yeah, I think that's the thing. Yeah, I like that. Vegemite. Yeah, Dave certainly did initiate that. Jack, didn't feel like you were different to your usual self. You guys shared a lot. It was really nice to watch. Thank you. Thank you. I had such a fun time. He seems like a top bloke. Vegemite, I'm not used to hearing you swear, so that was a shocker, honestly. Sorry. Alan's in the house. Good to see you, my friend. How are you doing today? Welcome back. Angela, I call it animal smacking. What? What is it? What is it? What have I missed? Angela, I swear. I'm really confused, but I like it. Eliza's rubbish at bowling tea. I'm glad it's not just me. Michael, how do you handle it when you go to the doctor for a bloat issue and they go straight to you need to eat some meat? I asked for a second opinion from someone with half a brain. In all honesty. Yeah. Some people are just beyond help. Caleb, how long have you been vegan? 9 years. 9 years. Oh, Michael Caputo, I'm not entirely sure I've seen you in the chat before. Have I seen you? If not, yeah, introduce yourself a little bit if you want to. Like, where are you? How's the vegan scene? How's it all going? And yeah, I'm sorry that your doctor's a complete bellend. That's not good. Cassie, easier and cheaper to make to take a B12 3,500 micrograms once a week. 3 large ones. Yeah. Yep. Lolly, I've been told in no uncertain terms that dogs can no way be healthy and vegan. Wow, that is incorrect. My dog's been on a vegan diet for a while. Am I wrong? I feel like I need reassurance. Until recent years, the longest lived dog on record was a vegan dog named Brambles. She was a border collie bitch. Her diet was outlined in the book Brambles, the dog who wanted to live forever, which was written by her owner Anne Heritage, and still got Brambles in her freezer in case anyone ever wants to do some kind of testing or something. I don't know. In the Guinness Book of Records, anyway. Yeah, until recent years, the longest lived dog recorded. Yeah, if you look at the science, I mean, so dogs obviously by nature are omnivorous. Cats really technically are known as carnivores. However, if you look at the science of studies done on cats that are fed complete vegan cat food, so vegan cat food designed specifically for cats, for carnivores. It's not that the meat is obligatory, it's that the nutrients in the meat are obligatory, but you can also source these nutrients from certain plants. So they get the arachidonic acid from some kind of crazy seaweed. Like they have to put DHA, they have to put like taurine, but they source it from plants. So it's not that you're giving your cat salad, you're giving them like the nutrients that they need. So it's vegan food, but designed from plants, but designed for carnivores. And if you look at the science, the biggest ever study recently came out. I did a video on it if you want to have a check. And it found that cats eating a complete vegan cat food did better in 5 different ways than cats eating like standard cat food. So they had less obesity. I think their eye health was better. Certainly their kidney and their liver health was better. There was one other thing which I've forgotten. And so this guy, I think his name might be Andrew Knight. I might have got that right. It's all in the video, basically. But he's the sort of top guy at the Royal College of Veterinary Surgeons. He's the animal science, like sort of welfare guy. And he made a statement, and he said, like, every single study that's come out looking at whole, and again, it needs to be complete vegan cat foods, but every single study that has come out has either found no difference from a meat-based cat food to the complete vegan cat food, or the vegan cat food actually has come out on top. And he says at this stage, there is no reason not to feed your cat a complete vegan cat food. And in fact, it may well confer benefits because half of the studies have actually been favourable. And he said not one single study found a detriment, not one. So not only can dogs do it, which are, by nature, like true, well, I suppose you would say that they are facultative omnivores. But yeah, they can be vegan. But not only that, but obligate carnivores, like cats, can be vegan and actually do better than the alternative. So yeah, just, rather than opinion, look to the science, look to the evidence. And the evidence is all, even for cats, is in favour of a complete vegan cat food. We've been feeding Cowboy vegan for like 7 years now, Gem, do you think?
I keep losing track. Yeah, it sounds about right.
At least 7 years, and she's thriving. We've had some super chats. Toby Gosling very kindly donated £4.99. Hence, do you have any tracksuit bottoms on? I do have tracksuit bottoms on, I'm afraid, but I am commando. Not that you probably needed to know that. Michael Caputo, you lovely man, $10 on the super chat. That's super generous as well. Thank you. Are you in California? Nice. I'd love to visit California. That's on the bucket list. I will get there before I kick it. California, a lot of vegan people an option here, but a lot of pushback too. Doctor, someone needs to eat meat for my gut microbiome. What a complete tool. What a complete tool. So meat, it's mostly animal protein, saturated fats. Meat is going to feed pathogenic gut bacteria, the so-called Bacteroides strains. They can't ferment and make nutrients, make vitamins like the healthy Prevotella strains. They putrefy, they create toxins. They create cadaverine, putrescine, cresol. You're looking at increased depression, anxiety, dementia risk. They're really horrible. The good gut bacteria, known as the Prevotella strains, they eat soluble fibre, resistant starch and polyphenols. There is no soluble fibre, resistant starch or polyphenols in any meat. So that doctor is a complete tool and needs to go and play in some heavy traffic and do us all a favour. That's disgusting. What a complete bellend. Wow. Yeah, that's terrible. I'm sorry you had to go through that. So, in most countries now, veganism is like a protected right. In the UK, doctors, midwives, like NHS-based like dietitians, all got told in no uncertain terms, you cannot poo-poo a vegan diet. There are potential benefits, and all you need to do is to say, supplement your B12, your D3, that kind of thing. That's all you need to say on this. So you don't need to be poo-pooing it. Yeah, they got told in no uncertain terms, is my understanding. There was a report came out, an article on Plant-Based News, I think, about it. And thank you for your kind super chat. That is very generous. Right, should I skip forwards a little bit? Yeah. Guys, I'm going to skip forwards a little bit so I don't get too waylaid, too behind in the chat. If I've missed your comment or question, pop it back in the chat and hopefully I'll get to it this time round. Jack, have you ever considered using Streamlabs? Apparently they take a smaller cut than you. I am on Streamlabs, and so the link is below for the Streamlabs super chat. And thank you. No way, Yahweh. Why are oils unhealthy? Well, healthy and unhealthy, like compared to what? Like everything's on like a continuum. Some oils are better than others, but still none of them are as good as a whole plant food because you've got no fibre. So again, you're going to be feeding pathogenic gut bacteria. They have a fraction of the nutrition. When you press olives, for instance, to make cold pressed olive oil, nearly all the nutrition runs down the drain. You keep some vitamin E, you'll keep a small percentage of the polyphenols, but it will be tiny. There's not much in there. And, you know, it's a lot of omega-6. Any omega-3 is destroyed in the cooking process. If you're using it to cook with, you're going to create acrylamides, advanced glycation end products, like more oxygen-free radicals. You know, I could sit here for like, I don't know, 10 minutes and list you off a reel of negatives, like some worse than others. So at the very least, you're displacing far healthier foods that could boost your health and be more protective. And then with certain oils like palm oil, palm kernel oil, coconut oil, cocoa butter in like, you know, cocoa beans, or, you know, if they extract the cocoa butter, long and very long chain triglycerides. Like the coconut oil actually will give you heart disease even sooner than eating beef fat will, pound for pound. So you've got even more of these long and very long chain triglycerides. So those are particularly like nasty. You know, if you're eating a completely whole foods plant-based diet and you're having 1 or 2 tablespoons of cold pressed olive oil, you're not heating it up. It's in an opaque container, so it's not creating trans fats while it's in storage, and perhaps if it's subject to heat and light, because it does create trans fats, which are pretty damn horrible. You know, if that's all you're having in the context of an otherwise whole foods plant-based diet, will it really make much difference? You know, I think we can infer probably not, but, you know, not as optimal. And certainly, you know, we've not done the studies. We've not done long-term whole foods plant-based versus long-term whole foods plant-based plus 2 tablespoons of, you know, cold-pressed olive oil. You know, I think we can infer that likely it wouldn't be quite so good. You know, will it kill you tomorrow? Well, no. Like, it's not so bad on the scale of things. But, you know, certain doctors like Caldwell Esselstyn, who says that we can reverse heart disease, or at the very least, I mean, even if he's wrong, he's reversed the symptoms and people don't have a further episode and the blood vessels do open up again. You know, he says no oil. People who are kind of pushing oils, you know, I don't know that they're as qualified as a heart surgeon who's on the front line, like dealing with it. Yeah. So that's just some thoughts. Zarelli, aren't cats and dogs omnivore? I think technically, by the definition, like their anatomy, I think cats are meant to be carnivores. Of course, they do eat some grass and things in nature, but I think really when you're looking at classifications, you know, which Carl Linnaeus designed all those years ago, Swiss botanist, I think cats are known as carnivores. Dogs are more like omnivorous, but they are facultatively omnivorous. They're not obligate omnivores. They don't have to eat animals in order to live. And interestingly, the guy who designed the whole method of classification, is it called Systema or something? I forget what he's called it now, but he labelled humans as frugivores, which is a subset of herbivores. And he's the guy who invented the actual system of classification. So if anyone says anything otherwise, you know, anatomically speaking, like we're just not. I know we have eaten animal products, so that makes us, or some of us, facultative omnivores. Oh, yeah. Sandra, I did veggie food for cat. It was very good for the cat. Poop smells better too. Well, that's win-win. Zarelli, won't the cat go back to eating meat the moment they go outside? Yeah, likely. But they probably won't have as good a health outcome. Oh yeah, and they adjusted for that because some of the cats were indoors. Some of them had access to outdoors and would hunt as well. So they controlled for that in that large study. Yep, you know it, Eliza. Nice, Adrienne. Sounds tasty. Fleur Chivon, that's a nice name. Please, will you go to more food? Will you do more food shop hauls? Good to see. Okay, just for you, I shall make sure that I do a food haul soon. A few people have been asking, actually. Dan, in the UK, veganism is recognised as philosophical belief, looking to a religious one, and is protected under the Equality Act. I didn't know that phrase. Sandra Phillips, that says a lot. Where do cows, rhinos, hippos, all veggie eaters get their protein and calcium? Very muscular, it's a lot of misinformation of dietary needs. Hell yes. Zirelli, anyone watch Only Human? A man on there eats 49 cheeseburgers per week. Not for much longer, I doubt. No, I've not seen that. That's very silly. Mind you, I used to eat a hell of a lot of meat. Grizzadzik. Hench, if you could fight a professional fighter for $1 million or beat Sverige for free, how would you knock Sverige out? Do you know, I hope never to lay my hands on another human being. If I do, it'll because I didn't have a choice. When you go down the vegan route, I think you just logically other things change, and I just thought, well, if I don't want to eat a chicken I've never met, why am I happy to smack some guy in the gob just because he's like staring at me or something, or I've been rude? And life's so much sweeter, man. And I know if I was to give someone a slap out of anger afterwards, I'd be thinking, oh, what if his mum just died? He's in a really bad mood. He's had a horrible day. Like maybe like he's just got a chemical imbalance in the brain. Like maybe it happens. What happened? Are we still live? Timmy, do you ever have a cheat meal? No. And if so, what would it be? Nothing. Do you know, if I'm out and about and I can't get something that's quite whole foods, you know, it might have a little olive oil in there or, you know, something. I try to eat as healthily as possible, but, you know, I don't want to always have to, like, prep every meal and carry it around with me. Sometimes I just want to be able to freewheel, you know, go to a restaurant or two. So, you know, I'm not anal about it, but I would prefer not to. And, yeah, there's nothing that I would really go out of my way to eat. I would try to avoid sugar because of the Alzheimer's risk. I would try to avoid, you know, particularly the oils with the long and very long chain triglycerides. And that's something I never, like, relent on. But, you know, maybe a little olive oil or something in a healthy dish. You know, I won't worry about it for one time. Sandra, cats don't go in water, so why are we told fish is their main natural diet? That's a good question. Cats don't naturally fish. People need to question what they're told. Amen. Timo, what's up, Pappy? How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. So, Ruddy, the other episode of Only Human, the guy was eating fries only, was suffering from pre-heart disease at the age of 28. Pre-heart disease. Oh, like hypertension? Yeah. That's not very good, is it? Mike. One more thing on that doctor. They were quoting Fibre Fueled. Do you know that book they encourage? No! Dr. Will Bulcevics is a whole foods plant-based eater. He encourages you not to eat any meat. So that doctor, I've got the book. I actually read it before it even came out. I'm good friends with Will. And yeah, that doctor is a complete bellend. Benny, are you coming to the Animal Rights March in London next month? Yeah, I hope so. Is it like the 28th? Yeah, I need to make some plans. But yeah, I really want to. So, Gem, let's try and make a plan to get to London on the 28th for the Animal Rights March. Yeah, who's going to that? Angel, after eating, is it an hour to wait before doing exercise? Just wanted to check this. That's what I've been told. I would say more like an hour and a half, 2 hours. As little as an hour, you may find, or it depends how much food you eat, but you may be uncomfortable. You may vomit if you're training hard. And certainly the foods, not much of it is going to get into the bloodstream really. It's really an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then it's going to be out of the stomach. It's going to be at least into the small intestine. A lot of it will have seeped into the bloodstream by then, like actually fueling your workout, which I think is the best use of it. Yeah, you're not wrong, Dan. No way. Do you follow any vegan activist YouTubers? Who are your favourites? Why? I don't really consume a lot. I'm mostly creating my own content. But I would say like Joey Carbstrong, Earthling Edge. I love Joey's passion. I love Ed's eloquence and his cool demeanour where he steps out of his ego. I think they're both phenomenal. I love those guys very much. Jack the Gamer, is it true that vitamin C and beta carotene increase the absorption of iron? 100% absorption. I know that vitamin C does. I've not heard anything about beta carotene and iron. So I don't know. I'm still alive. Vegan Pixie Warrior brings up a good point. Beans. How are you doing, lovely? Do subscribe to Vegan Pixie Warrior. She's a lovely, lovely lass. Eric Logan's in the hizzy. What up? Sandra Phillips. It's not about contributing to the cruelty of animals when humans can be perfection. Okay with eating plants and meat. Yeah, good for you. Windwalker. Olive oil. Paul, do I have to remind you? No oil. If I had heart disease, if I had, like an elevated serum LDL or cholesterol, yeah, I would be swerving it completely. And I don't eat out very often, so it's very, very rare. But, yeah, that is what he says. I know some people poo-poo him, but I just think he's done so much good. He saved so many lives. I think anyone who poo-poos him is a complete bellend, just trying to make a name for themselves, that they're, trying to put other great men down instead of making themselves great. And I have little respect for that. Vegan Pixie, thumbs up for the stream, super chat and subscribe if you haven't already. Well, I haven't even thumbed up my own stream for a start, so thanks for the reminder, and thank you for saying that. Louis, in my opinion, if you're going to have an indoor cat, you should at least get a collar and lay, take them on walks. In my opinion, it's cool to keep them locked in the house every day. Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure how I feel about collars and leads, in all honesty. Oh, yeah, you have like a harness for a cat, don't you? But that feels like restrictive and weird to me. But yeah, I do. I suppose it's better than nothing, isn't it? Yeah, I do feel, yeah. Timo, Huberman talked about how it's important to feel healthy and not to eat to avoid negative things like disease. Leads to better results. There was a study on it. Huberman talked about how it's important to eat to feel healthy and not to eat to avoid negative things like disease. Leads to better results. Well, it wouldn't lead to less disease, so I don't quite get that. But I don't know. I guess I'll probably come across that podcast sooner or later, and I'll see what he says. Timmy Thistle, I found that fight to be very interesting. Yeah, what an interesting fella! Like the most brutal fighter I've probably seen, and a really lovely caring animal rights advocate. He seems like a real gentleman. I think when someone can look after themselves, they don't have to put on a front and be, act like an a-hole and try to intimidate people. They're just happy to be themselves, enjoy life. If someone's out of order, they can put them straight if they need to, but they don't really want to because they've got nothing to prove. So I think that's huge. Yeah, what a guy. Got a lot of respect for him. Thanks for the cute chimp report. Race lever, what is a bellend? Spherage. Spherage is a bellend. Carl, 28th of August, will be great to see you there. It'll be great to be there. Yeah. We'll have to see who we can get to go down there with us, Gem. The old rights march.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it's the mushroom tip specifically. Jesse, California on your bucket list, London on mine. I'm not actually in London. I don't know if you know. I often think that people are in London when they're not. But yeah, I should be there fairly soon. I may be your side of the pond first, though, now, apparently. We don't know yet. Things are getting exciting. Ivolo, why do you like weights more than calisthenics? Because I am a physique athlete and not a athlete looking for function. So I can just better shape the body. Endeavourist, that's a cool name. Just discovered this channel. This guy's great. Well, aren't you lovely? You can come here again. Feel free to hang out anytime. Where in the world are you, Endeavourist? Where in the world are you? Are you vegan or are you just curious? And if you are vegan, how's the scene where you live? Just basically, how are you doing? And let's find out about you. And welcome to the stream. And thanks for joining. Pixie Warrior, thank you for the shout out. You are so lovely. Well, you can come here again as well. In fact, I insist. Anyone who's been really kind to me, can you drop in every stream, please? It helps me to feel better about myself. I have a fragile ego. Pixie Warrior, gotta go, plate of tofu to destroy. Get it, girl. Sandra, it's so wonderful to have people speaking out for veganism and exposing the cruelty animals go through and the nutritional information. Amen. Amen. And thank you. Right, so Timo saying, basically the mindset when you eat your food should be, well, this healthy meal will make me feel so much better and much healthier, and not, well, this meal will help me not suffer in life. Yeah, but I do think that about my food that will stop me from getting disease. And the only other food I could eat would be things like sugar and animal fats, which I know won't make me feel healthy and will promote disease. So I think it's kind of perhaps different for me in that way. Is that the thing? No way. When is your next takedown video of some anti-V guys? Whenever one rears his ugly head, let me do keep me up to date. You know, do message me if you see any naughty anti-vegans that need putting in their place, and I'll gladly do so. Timo, it doesn't mean the foods you eat, but the mindset you have. Yeah, mindset is everything. I'll completely agree with that. Sorry, I was making some strawberry muffins and lost track of time. Don't. Oh, Endeavourist is in Canada. Nice. Nice. Which part? And how's the vegan scene? I think it's this kind of mixed bag in Canada, isn't it? Like, I suppose like a lot of places in the world. Polish vegan, what's your opinion on organic pea or hemp protein powders? Brilliant. Get them in you. The one that I use has both, actually. Vivo Life. Link below. Code HENCH10, 10% off. Yeah, it's bio-fermented pea protein, organic hemp, and just great stuff. They third-party test for over 500 different contaminants. You know it's a real healthy one. My stream is saying that I've only been going for 12 minutes. I guess it cut out and went straight back in again. That is super weird. What time did I start? 6? Yeah, so I'm doing another half an hour, Gem, is that right?
Yeah.
That's what we said, wasn't it? Lolly, Hench and Gem, do you have any more cook-along streams planned? Really like the last one. No, I think... why did we decide not to do cook-alongs, Gem? Just not many people wanted it? Or are we going to do another one?
Well, I thought we weren't doing it for the members only.
Ah, that was it. Yeah, we decided not to do it for members only because there's so few of them. So yeah, we can do it for...
Yeah, we just hadn't planned one.
Yeah.
We can do another one.
So shall we do one Friday? What day is it today?
We need
Wednesday?
to give everyone plenty of notice of these mean,
Yeah, so
next week.
Friday week, let's do one.
Yeah.
We'll do one Friday week for you.
Give me a couple of days to think about what we might make and then tell everyone.
What sort of recipe would you guys like us to do?
Yeah, let us know that.
Louis, Hench Herbivore, I asked a very simple question about whether you can just switch dogs over or not without them getting ill. Your mod Racy was being very stupid with his comments to me. Well, stop that. Stop that, you naughty people. I don't know what happened there. Let's just agree to disagree and carry on and just be nice to each other. I guess there was some sort of a miscommunication. Sandra, I recently tried just egg substitute. It's definitely a great substitute for scrambled eggs. Good to know. Yeah, I've never tried it. I don't even know what's in it, really. Omnigo, what is your PC spec? Looks good. Thank you, my friend. I've got absolutely no clue. Is there any way to get it up on the screen? If so, I'll show you. It says something about NVIDIA or something. I don't know. I've got no clue. Basically, Mooncat put it together for me. I said I wanted it to be ultra fast and powerful so I can do big old video edits on Premiere Pro. But also, I decided to get into a little bit of gaming, so that kind of helps as well. But yeah, I'm a bit clueless. If you can tell me what buttons to press to get the specs up, I'll put them on the screen. Otherwise, I don't know. Raphael, hi. Where is Gemma? She's on the sofa. She's just there. She's just there, but you can't see her. We need a Gemma cam. Yeah, she's a bit lazy these days. Also, she's making my dinner and working. Blinking heck, Dan. Endeavourist, thanks from Victoria, British Columbia on the west coast. West side? Is that where Simnet is? West coast? Yeah, he's British Columbia, isn't he? Have I got that wrong? Vegan restaurant scene is pretty decent. Nice, but at the same time, I'm a newbie and trying to steer clear of processed food. Good for you. Good for you. Too late, Raphael. Too late. Oh, Cassie, Race was just joking. This is the trouble with texting. It is very possible to take people wrong. So I'm sorry if that was a miscommunication there. Yeah, thanks, Race. I thought you might have done. Endeavourist, I like how you encourage a clean diet free of processed junk. Awesome, thank you. Yeah, I just think everyone should at least have the knowledge so they can make an informed decision on just how healthy they want to be. Lolly, thanks. I loved your lentil bolognese. Nice. I'll go for anything as long as it's not super complicated. Don't worry, our recipes tend not to be too complicated. Sarah, another quick one would be awesome. Right, let's make it happen. Cal, any recomp tips? I've been putting a bit of slop on lately. I need to fix that. I would just simply go down to maintenance calories. Up your protein to more like 2 grams per kilo of leanish body weight per day. Yeah, and that should keep you going for a while. Just obviously weigh yourself weekly. Make sure that you're hovering around maintenance, so you're not putting weight on. But yeah, but hopefully your strength will be going up slightly. Ommingo, what games do you play? I hadn't actually played anything for a while. When I first got the computer, I got what did I get first? Skyrim, simply because I played it years ago when it first came out, and it was all glitchy and horrible, but I still played it through. But I thought I'd like to play it through with it not being glitchy. But I sort of eventually got bored of that. Then I got Doom Eternal, which I eventually got bored of. And then I got Assassin's Creed Valhalla. which sadly I eventually got bored of, and I didn't play it for a super long time. I didn't play anything. A couple of days ago, I actually downloaded Minecraft, and I just sort of wanted to start again, and I used to enjoy that. Game. So, yeah, I'm just having a trip down memory lane with the old Minecraft. But, yeah, probably quite boring from most gamers' perspectives. Louis, has anyone tried the tinned lentil soup based salad co-op? No, I have not. Gem?
Yeah.
Cassie's asking, hope you're having a great day, Gemma. What colour are you dyeing your hair next?
Oh, I'll go blonde next.
She's going blonde, if you didn't hear.
Yeah. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, baby. Emmanuel, greetings from Sweden. Oh, thanks for joining. How's the vegan scene there? And how are you doing, Emmanuel? Thanks for popping by. Oh, just egg is made from mung beans. That's interesting. Your mum is here. G'day, mate. Are you in Australia, your mum? How you doing? Wait, Steve is starting a naughty list. Ooh. All globbits. Soccer. Hi, Paul. You like tennis? Monkey tennis, I like, but human tennis, no, I do not. Although Novak Djokovic, is he now like the equal best ever kind of tennis player, having won so many like championships or something? And he is a vegan man, so I like tennis for that reason. But no, I would watch monkey tennis, but I wouldn't watch human tennis. It's just not as entertaining. Louis, I know you don't like to have tin food, but I'm not as self-conscious as you. Yeah, very few people are. Don't worry. Your mum is in Mexico. How nice. I love Mexican cuisine. Is it, I don't know if you're vegan or not. Is it easy to get vegan food in Mexico? What's the dilly? Ricky, do you ever use pre-made pasta sauce? Yeah, quite often. Usually make it from scratch, but fairly often. If you're in a rush, you can get some oil-free ones like Dolmio, like kind of supermarket-owned brands. A lot of the tomato ones are oil-free. And, you know, they're just veggies, tomatoes, herbs and spices. And actually, because it's been kind of processed in that way, it's been cooked and processed and jarred, you actually free up a lot more of the lycopene, the red pigment, which is a very powerful antioxidant. It's 200 times more powerful than vitamin E, in fact. So, yeah, I don't see that as too bad. I'll get like a jarred one, and yeah, I quite like it. Emmanuel, it's great. Lots of options here in Stockholm. Nice. That's really good to hear. I don't think I've ever heard before. So that's very good. Omingo, just tried your ice cream recipe. It's amazing. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I love that. Gus, Hench, what colour are you colouring yours next? You cheeky monkey. I suppose I could do my beard. I might do it purple or green. But my hair is see-through colour. Your mom, is red meat the most nutrient-dense food? No, it's rubbish. Vegetables, on average, yeah, vegetables have 24 times more nutrition than red meat. Red meat has, you know, like some iron in decent amounts, some protein in decent amounts, but plant foods have like tens of thousands of nutrients, phytochemicals that meat doesn't even have. And of course it has fat, trans fats and cholesterol that lead to the #1 cause of death in humans. So to eat meat for like iron or protein, it's a bit like eating mud because you're after the water. Like, you don't need all the shit that comes with it. So I just wouldn't. It's easy to eat vegan everywhere. That's very cool. Cal, vegans dominate the top of every sport. I don't know that it's every sport, but it is a lot, isn't it? It is a lot. Say tennis, yes. Formula One, Lewis Hamilton, snooker, Ronnie O'Sullivan. And my most recent video, Dave Leduc, Lethway, which is knockout, like vertical Burmese boxing, bare knuckle. Headbutts are allowed. And most savage sport I've ever seen. And vegan is the top world champion, openweight champion. So that tells you something. Nostalgic vegan. I was having a video of me reacting to your full day of eating. I recommend checking it out. You have a video of it, of you reacting to my video. Okay, I basically have no time to really do anything like that, but if I get a spare second, I will try and have a look. I managed to do like maybe 2 hours of Minecraft today. I don't think it was even that, but it's worked so bloody hard. Cassie, aren't sea vegetables some of the most nutrient dense? I don't know. I don't really know a whole lot about sea vegetables other than that they have a lot of iodine in them. You'd think they ought to be quite mineral dense, wouldn't you? Certainly. But yeah, I don't know. On the scale of things, I don't really know, if I'm honest. Louis, did you know Anthony Joshua said he goes plant-based during fight camps? So it's better, but still goes back to eat meat after fights. Well, he's very silly, isn't he? No, I didn't know that. Ricky, are multivitamins ineffective? So meta-analysis shows them either to be, more often than not, it shows them to be ineffective. But a lot of the time it shows them to do more harm than good. So I wouldn't be messing with multivits. I would eat a nutritionally... Guys, can you stop arguing? It's getting on my tits now. Just drop it. Cheers. Sorry for that little outburst. You've obviously like had cross wires at some point, and now you're like nipping at each other like a couple of schoolboys. Cut it out. Sorry. What was I saying before I had an outburst? Yeah, eat a calorically adequate diet. Eat the range of whole plant foods. Most nutrients will look after themselves. Yeah, we need a B12. Yeah, like we need a D3 in the winter months. But, you know, a bit of seaweed for iodine. You know, have some ground flax, ground chia for omega-3. But you shouldn't need to supplement a whole load of things. If you do, like... That's all right, Race Lever. I'll allow that. I'll allow that. The comment was before the bell. That's tickled me. Yeah. So yeah, I would try to avoid them. Jonathan, how do you successfully argue veganism against the meat eater without it getting heated? What are the main points I should start at? I think you know, a lot of it's in your mindset and your communication style. And I think rather than like trying to like win or like trying to like ram information down the old throat there, I would look at it more like trying to let them uncover their own hypocrisy. And I think the Socratic method, where you actually ask questions and, as I say, let them unravel their own hypocrisy, you know. And, you know, I think if you're not very educated, you can get frustrated and it can get heated. And so if you're just well educated, I would share resources. I would share studies. You know, if they say something nonsense, like don't just say you're wrong. Say you're wrong and here's the reason why. Or don't even say you're wrong. Just say, well, according to the best available balance of evidence, which I have here, Yeah, so I think pointing to science, trying not to get your ego into it. But some people will just, you know, it's hard because we're all the hero of our own story. And of course, if they're eating animals, it must be okay because they're a good person. So it's normal, natural and necessary. And they don't want to think that they're an animal abuser. So, yeah, it's this, choose your language. And rather than telling, do more like questioning. I would recommend watching a few Earthing Ed videos. He's fantastic at it. Deep steep. Over the past few weeks, you and Earthing Ed made me understand going vegan doesn't come with any disadvantages. Nothing about letting yourself and other creatures enjoy that. Amen. Amen. And thanks for joining D Steep. Where in the world are you and how's it all going? And welcome to the stream. Go Vegan Jackson in the hizzy. Dan, the orange tofu recipe in your book calls for orange juice. What should you instead to avoid the sugar? I don't really know. I mean, is it much orange juice? I can't even remember now. How much orange juice is in the orange juice recipe? I would say replace it for do lemon tofu instead.
Yeah, it's hardly any.
It's hardly any.
Not much, yeah.
I mean, the dose makes the poison, so I wouldn't worry too much. But yeah, you could use lemon or lime juice, perhaps. Guys, can we cut out the arguing, please? Because I don't like it in my stream. I really don't. Just try to, I don't know, just agree to disagree. Jesse, Mexican food usually contains the three things I always use to cook: tomato, onion, garlic. Yeah, nice. Also use a lot of beans and avocado. Easily sub the meat in most Mexican dishes. I'm Mexican. Nice. Love it. Love it. I would love to visit Mexico. I really would. Sarah, I'm making some pasta tonight. Should I have sweet potato rolls or vinegary green beans? I would have both. Umingo, can I get a shout out for my gaming channel? Sounds like you just got one, you cheeky beggar. I'm only kidding. Check out Omingo for his gaming channel. Keyboard Warrior, is Ravana still eating animals? I do not know. But she's probably been a bell end and still doing it. Your mum, I think steak and rice and bone broth is optimal for me. You can think what you want, it doesn't make it true. And why do you think vegans want to hear you talking about eating dead animals? And I'm sorry, we don't want you. Goodbye. You know, it's like me coming where you are and saying, "Oh, I think it's good to molest children." Like, there's victims. You know what I mean? Don't come in a vegan stream and talking about like murdered animals and how your body needs them, because scientifically you're killing yourself. Hello. Thoughts on personal trainers having their own personal trainers? It's always good to learn. It's always good to learn. If you think you know it all, that's the time to quit, because you're probably deluded. There's always stuff to learn, you know. Sandra, how long have you been vegan? 9 years. Did you work out before being vegan? Yes, I've been training since I was 15. I'm now 47. What made you go vegan? Gemma was looking at all the science on nutrition and longevity and like disease treatment, and I just saw the data, and it was quite terrifying. It was quite terrifying. Yeah, we don't need the negativity. It's hard when you fall out, isn't it? And you get a bee under your bonnet. I do understand, guys, but please take it elsewhere. Keyboard Warrior. I love being vegan. Food is amazing, and I don't have to feel guilty for killing innocent animals. Indeed. The Windwalker. Paul motivates me to go back to the gym after years of not and only eating junk food. You will regret it sooner or later if you don't. Your future, do something today that your future self will thank you for, because it is still you. People don't realise. People find it hard to do something for their future self because they don't equate it as it's going to be them. It's like someone else. Like, why would you do something for someone else? But that is you. That is your consciousness. It will just be like in the future, but it'll still be the same consciousness, and you'll really kick yourself and think, I didn't really want this disease or this disability, and I could have changed it. So please do. You're a wonderful person and you deserve to. Right, all the arguing seems to have calmed down. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. I know it's not always easy. Go Vegan Jackson. That's not for me. Yeah. Can we send Go Vegan Jackson some love again, please? Because he's had a really bad time of it lately and he's a good person. Let's send him loads of love. Boom. There's a load of love for you. And I'm also sending a load of love to whoever were then got lost in an argument and just trying to repair your damaged hearts. I love you. I love all of you. I don't like having to sort of discipline you. It's like I'm, You'll feel like you're my kind of children, and I want to protect you. I don't want to be getting on at you. I'm probably old enough to be your dad. Billy V in the hizzy. Oh, that's not a very nice comment, Billy. Rein that in, for F's sake. Ricky, is bodybuilding optimal long term? Do you mean for health? If so, it's not even optimal short term. It's shit for your health. Too many calories. My crazy loving guy, what other physical act do you like other than gymming and cycling? I used to love martial arts, but I just don't do any now. I like going for a walk in the woods. That's pretty nice. Yeah, I don't do much else physical, apart from bedroom Olympics, which happily I managed to come second in today. I got the silver medal. Get it? Well, that don't sound very good for our nighttime walk, Gem.
No, it does not. No.
Maybe we'll just pace up and down in here.
Okay, that sounds good. Weather forecast says light rain my ass.
Yeah. Yeah, Billy, I think that you might be someone else. So, good day to you. Sarah, do you think a vegan multivitamin is sufficient supplementation B12 iron? I don't think you should be getting iron from a multi. I would be getting that from plants. Even like the least amount of calories I've ever prescribed for anyone. The lady in question got 366% of her RDA for iron. I would personally be supplementing B12, D3 in the winter months, And other than that, I would be eating legumes, whole grains, fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, herbs, and spices. Like real nutrients. Like you shouldn't have to. Like historically, we didn't have these multis. Do you know what I mean? Like it is in the food. It is in the food, and it's in like the right ratios, and it's like natural. It's not synthetic. It's more absorbable oftentimes. I wouldn't shotgun certain vitamins and minerals. They actually do you more harm than good. You're not meant to get them all in one big dose. Personally, if you want my perspective, which I guess you do because you just asked me, Emmanuel, you can choose between eating anything and having to be nutritionally perfect for your entire life, or have super strength. Right? If you could choose between eating any, so you just eat any old crap and be perfect, or have super strength, which I've kind of already got, really. I feel like nutritionally I'm not far off perfect, or our understanding of what perfect would be, if there even is such a thing. But I think I'm probably doing pretty darn good on the scale of things, and I'm happy. I enjoy my diet. So yeah, I will have super strength, please. Mind you, I might look really stupid because I'm starting to look a bit ridiculous now. Maybe I should just stay as I am. Looking for questions. Hello, is your son still vegan? He's having a go. He's having a go at the plant-based nutrition currently. Yep. He's still doing it. Louis, do you ever do push-ups? Not if I can help it. I do, weighted bench presses. Endeavourist, glad you did the cookbooks in e-book format. Just bought the protein one. Thank you very much, my friend. That really helps us out to keep being able to do this for a living. So we really appreciate you. That's brilliant. Are you guys still arguing? That's making me quite upset. Hench is our vegan dad. Thanks, Cassie. I like that idea. 6 more minutes, guys. 6 more minutes. Try not to argue for 6 more minutes, and do get your comments or questions in. See you later, Jesse. Thanks for joining. Enjoy your lunch. Riggy, have you ever played with jiu-jitsu? I just started riding. Why, yes, I have. I'm a huge fan. Oh, God. Louis, what's everyone's favourite vegan protein powder? Everyone's favourite vegan protein powder is Vivo Life. Link in the description. 10% off code Hench10. Sarah, that was about what I thought. I get 88% RDIs from food according to chronometer, but someone told me I need to be supplementing those things, specifically not taking. Oh, like if you're short on one nutrient, like supplement. I mean, you should be able to do it with your diet, unless you're on a ridiculously low amount of calories and you're not eating like lots of leaves and other veggies and things to shore up the difference. Most people on a reasonable amount of calories should be able to do it from whole foods, though. But yeah, I do see what you're saying now. Jeff, technically according to BMI calculator, I'm 3 pounds overweight. I was wondering if that's because I BMI is complete BS. Like, don't even worry about it, unless you are like really carrying a lot of body fat. The thing to worry about is if your waist is more than twice your height. if you like measure it, then that's a time to worry. BMI is useless. I went to the doctors before, and I was ripped. I was about the leanest I've been, and I was super heavy. Like I was doing steroids at the time. I was bodybuilding, lifting a lot of weights, and the doctor took my BMI, and bless her, she said, well, according to this, you are morbidly obese, but of course I can see that actually you are a physical specimen. So that was from a doctor. Yeah, don't worry about BMI, it's nonsense. Lolly, can't wait to see how Hench Jr. is getting on. Sounds like he's doing well. Yeah, I think he is. Give peace a chance. Do you think Conor McGregor should be allowed to fight with the titanium leg? I've not even heard about that. I know he broke his leg, didn't he, the other day? I've got no idea what I think about that. I've never come across that issue before. Is that what's happening? I mean, did it have what, the whole bone? I don't know. How does that work? Yeah, I've got no idea. Cassie, I picked up a huge container of blueberries and they are awful for some reason. Any ideas how to use them up other than smoothies? Oh, yeah, no idea. Muffins? Well, if they're awful though, like, do you even want to eat them? Yeah, I don't know what I would do with awful blue. I think I would probably chuck them out personally. Or put them in a smoothie with a load of dates so I can't taste them. Louis, but you said not smoothies. What flavour protein powders do they use? Acai and blueberry, salted maca caramel, Madagascan vanilla, strawberry and vanilla, cacao, banana and cinnamon. I've got a feeling like there's at least a couple of other ones. But they're not springing to mind, so I'm not going to sit here in silence. Link below for Viva Life if you want to check them out. As I say, code HENCH10 for 10% off. Saban, I heard you don't need 100% RDA. The way RDA is currently overshoots and RDA is fine. If you can find the study, I'll put it in the comments. I actually think that I probably need a lot more than the RDA, because the RDA is for an average person, isn't it? And I've got so much more like muscle tissue and like blood vessels, and so I actually try to smash RDAs. Lolly, wow, that's a compliment, isn't it? A physical specimen. I was well pleased, but to be fair, I was abusing naughty drugs, so that's probably... I like to smile, but that probably wasn't the cleverest thing I've ever done. But thanks for the compliment. Keyboard warrior. People say you can't gain muscle while being vegan. But ever since I've gone vegan, I've gotten a lot stronger. It's one of my mates that eat meat and dairy. There you go. Feed them to my dog. I don't know if our dogs are allowed food. I suppose they probably are. I know they can't eat some things, can they? Ricky, do you buy fruit already frozen, or do you buy fresh and then freeze? It's the only frozen fruit we buy is berries. They sound yucky. Lolly, are you still involved in the ethics plan? I am. I have got my affiliate link, but to be honest, this didn't sell a whole lot, so I don't really push it. And obviously we've got our own clothing out now, which don't even sell all that well, but we get a lot higher percentage, so I tend to promote that. But thinking about dropping that, in all honesty. We get so few sales. D Steep, I'd love to make some smoothies, but I hate the noise blenders make. What to do? You can buy blenders which are designed for commercial premises, where they're in like a case and you can close the case and the sound's not so bad. Or put earplugs in, which would be a lot cheaper. Yep. I don't eat dead bodies in the hizzy. Good to see you again. If you can find wild blueberries in stores, they are top-notch, best blueberries I've ever had. Lidl in the UK, like a real value supermarket, their blueberries are actually wild. How you know is they're like really tiny. They're really tiny. Right, I think it's my dinner time. I'm super excited to eat some food, so I better sign off. Thanks for ceasefiring on the arguing. Thanks, moderators, for keeping us troll-free. Thanks for the super chats tonight. We were inundated. Lovely CDN the Third. He's a gaming YouTuber. He dropped $100 before I'd even got on the stream. I didn't even get to thank him. He's such a lovely guy. Do check out his channel, CDN the Third, if you like gaming. What else to say? If you're new here, we'd love you to become part of this wonderful community. So hit the subscribe button, click the bell icon so you're notified of new videos. Check out my interview with Dave Leduc, the world's top Lethway fighter. He's a proper alpha and he's well into his animal rights. He's a really kind soul, apart from when he's in the ring and he's trying to rip someone's face open. Kat Chan, who's the gaming channel? CDN the Third. CDN the Third. He's a vegan guy. He often pops into other activists' channels and just drops huge super chats just to be nice. He's a lovely lad. If you want to learn how to optimize your vegan diet, check out our free download, How to Eat Plant-Based Successfully. Complete overview, everything that you need to know, all the basics. And then if you enjoy that and you feel like you really want to like deep dive and learn all the things, check out our new course, which is out now. Link below for that as well. I'll be back on tomorrow morning about 8 a.m. and then probably in the evening as well about 6 p.m. So I hope to see you at one or both of those. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Did I thank you for you? I did thank you for the super chats. Yeah. Have a lovely rest of your day and hope to see you soon, guys. Thanks for hanging out. It's been a blast. Bye for now.